Hey everybody, welcome to our lesson number 4. This is our discussion of the word will. So to talk about will, I'd like to introduce you to Will. This is Will, otherwise known as Will Smith. And he's a very famous actor from the United States. Maybe you've seen him in a couple different movies. So here's what I want to say about Will. Well, Will is famous now, but will Will be famous in 30 years? Do you think so? Will Will be famous? And some other questions about Will. I want you to think. Do you think Will decide to act in a romantic film in the future? He has acted in romantic films before. He's acted in action movies before. Do you think he will decide to act in a romantic film? Third, if you want to study English, right? I know you want to study English. If you're studying English, will help you. He might be very busy, so I'm not sure, but maybe he'll help you if you ask him very politely. And last one, Will said to his wife, I will always love you. Will always love his wife? I guess we'll see, but that's our idea of will. So if you look at those sentences, these are a lot of different ways to use this grammar. And the only rule I want to focus on right now is after the word will, what does the verb look like? What is the verb like after will? The verb after will, we're going to use something called an infinitive. An infinitive is the simple version of the verb. Some teachers call this V1. The first version of the verb, okay? So if you look at will, here they are. After will, I have will be, will decide, will help, will love. So always using that infinitive. So now let's talk a little more. I'll give you some more examples about how to use will in some different situations. First situation, this is will for future predictions. For my future predictions, I'm going to think about the year 2050. So, what will life be like in the year 2050? Oh, I don't know, but I can think, right? I can predict, I can guess what life will be like in 2050. So I'll say, I think everyone will have a flying car. I think everyone will have a flying car. Everyone will be able to go to work in the sky. It will look just like this picture. We'll all have flying cars. So that's my first prediction. My second prediction, which might surprise you since I'm an English teacher, but I don't think everyone will speak English in the future. I think it will be even more of a mix. I think people will speak Chinese and Spanish and English and Japanese and Korean and all these different languages all around the world. I think there will still be a lot of different languages and not everyone will speak English. That's my prediction. So you can think, what will the future be like using will? Okay, so second example for will, we can also use will for predictions that aren't in the far future, not 2050. I can do a prediction about the weather. I can do a prediction here about a sport. For this sport, this is football, or Americans, we say soccer. And I can ask you, right, who do you think will win the next World Cup? Who do you think will win? And you'll be like, you'll say, I think Brazil will win. I think Brazil will win. How do I know that Brazil will win? Actually, I don't know. And that's where we can use will. If we don't know the reason, we don't have the evidence, but we feel this way. I think Brazil will win. So that's my prediction, no evidence. Okay, next one. Let's see, next one we'll go to decisions. Decisions, this will I usually use when I'm at lunch or when I'm having dinner. I go to a restaurant and I have to look at the menu. And of course, when I'm looking at the menu, do I already know what I'm going to order? Do I already have a plan? No, right? I go, I grab the menu, and I have to decide now while I'm speaking, while I'm thinking. Right now, I don't have a plan from beforehand. So for this menu, let me look. I have Barrow's Pizzeria. Do I want chicken? Peppers, pineapple? I think I want the meatball, hot pepper, and red onion. So I'll order the Little Italy, right? I'll have the Little Italy, please. I use will for that decision right now. No plan, okay? So another example of this will for decisions is something like this. I say, right? Just like when we use a menu, we use it to decide when speaking, and we use it for a situation like this, like the situation this woman is in. Has this happened to you? Has a man proposed to you? Or maybe has a woman proposed to you? For that one, you don't have time to think. You have to decide now. I ask you, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Oh, yeah, will you? No, I don't think you will, right? We've just met. I'm sorry. The chemistry is not there. But there's that, will you marry me? We have to decide right now. Okay? Close to that one, just like when we get married, is we make a promise. Will can also be used as a promise, where I say, I will always love you. I said this to my wife when we got married. I said, I will always love you. I will take care of you. I will help you for the rest of my life, right? We use will to show that promise. Now, I don't know, do you believe your husband when he promised you, I will do this, I will love you forever? That's the promise. I hope you do. I hope it will happen. Okay, one more. Offers. Offers like this. I sometimes see my friend or my wife, they have a lot of things to do. They have to do the shopping, cook dinner, clean the house, pick up the children, all of these things. So what I do, because I'm a good husband, I will offer to help. Right? For children, I say, don't worry, right? Don't worry about picking up the children. I'll do that. I'll pick up the children from school. That's my offer. I'm volunteering, saying, I'll do it. Maybe in your family, do you ever offer to do the cooking? Do you ever offer to do the laundry or do the cleaning or to help someone? You can say, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I will help. Or pay. Paying is always very good. If you have dinner with your friends, do you offer to pay? I'll pay. Yeah, I'll pay this time. So that's an offer. And now let's go back to my friend Will Smith. So if we remember the will sentences we talked about, let's look at those one more time. Our will be famous. I will do it. I will help you, and I will always love you. Think about the way we are using the word will. So take a look. First one. In 30 years, right? We're going to think about our future prediction. Now, if Will says, I'll do it, I'll act in another romantic film, is he deciding right now? Maybe he's deciding right now. That can be a decision while he's speaking. Not a plan. He's deciding right now. He might also be offering like this. He says, I'll help you. I'll do it. He offers. Or again, to his wife or to his friend, he will say, I will always love you. He's promising. He's saying, this will not change. Forever, this is going to be true. I promise. So those are my examples with my friend Will. I want you to think right now about how you can use will to make your own sentences. The first one, think right now, in 2050, what will happen? In 2050, what will life be like? Decision. I want you to decide right now what to have for dinner. You don't have a plan. Right now you think, I think I'll have Japanese food. I think I'll have Thai food. I think I'll have American food. Right now, think about what you can decide. Next, we're going to offer. Again, how can you help, or what can you do where you volunteer? You say, I'll do it, I'll help, I'll pay. And then our last one, our promise. Think of a promise you can make to your family, to your wife, to your husband. What can you promise them in the future? All right, so that's all for will, guys. I hope that you will review this and do the final examples on your own. And we'll see you in the next video.